48 hours ago, I was in the ER. I had a fever of 104.9 out of absolutely nowhere. Didn't have a reason for the sickness. It's still a mystery of what I have, but all to say is that the point is I'm trying to get from here to Indianapolis and be done with it. But this is the video where I do my second to last treatment of the actual braces. So October 4th is when the braces happen. I think it is actually the 26th right now, so I fly out the 27th, which means I still got a couple days before the orthodontist appointment is there. And then after that, the next one isn't until November, and then after that is when I get my braces off. Now, if you guys were even potentially thinking I put a clip of me in the hospital, I'm not even gonna remotely have anybody record that. That was the scariest thing that's ever happened in my life. Anyways, just fast forward to when I actually get to Indiana. Skip all the BS. Made it back to Indiana, and of course, as always, within the first 2 hours I'm doing stuff, so I'm sorry. It's already dark out. But like I was saying, for this video here, the braces don't happen for a couple more days, October 4th, and it's only the 27th of September right now, according to this clip. So, we do have a little bit of a wait. That's okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna film another video for you guys, and it's pretty much gonna be like the last time actually, like, quote unquote, living here. It's sad.
Roughly 2 days pass and I start to notice that my mandibular jaw and the first 6 teeth were shifting.
What I'm about to show you guys,
oh yeah, and I chipped my tooth.
is something that I never would have ever assumed I'd be able to see. I don't know if you're able to see it just from doing this and me speaking, but it appears I chipped my tooth. This guy here. Let me get you a close angle in. So you see that too, right? What's also strange is that I don't know if it's because of this light or what, but you can also see the what's called flow, which in the last video I told you guys about the contouring my teeth. They use etch to kind of widen the pores of the teeth to then put the flow in so that the flow is more attachable to the tooth. You can start to see it more now. I don't know if that's something that's normal or if that's something that naturally just happens because of eating and drinking coffee and stuff. I've definitely noticed it now, and I'm pretty sure I cracked some of it off. So they said that it could happen, but it's not really that great news because I've had it on for not even a month and it's already breaking. Like, what's it gonna do when braces are off? Now there's one more thing that I want to kind of show you guys because this is the biggest thing in my opinion. It's a little scary, and I hope this isn't the reason why my teeth aren't like this anymore, but it could be very well why it is. Now, I mentioned at the very start of getting braces that I've always had problems with the bottom couple of teeth rotating, and it was more towards the end. And it seems like it happened yet again for my second time having braces. Not nearly as bad, but it's still moving, and that's not good because I'm almost done with my treatment. Now, as you can see, my 4 teeth right here seem like they had pushed inward. And I'm hoping that's not why I have the spacing I do now, which I love the spacing I do now. But now my canines, especially this one here, looks like it has rotated inwards towards my tongue. And then my other one has rotated inwards towards my tongue just a tad bit. So that's probably the biggest issue. Like, TMJ is gone. Great. That was the main thing that I had these braces for. But now it's the teeth. I can't win, and I hope to God this is my last time. Like, obviously, like, when the braces come off, I know they're not gonna look as straight as they did in 6 months. I know. It's just how it is. Teeth shift. You shift all the time. But this sucks. It is now Sunday, and guys, I want to say my whole bottom row is literally crooked. You guys saw it was pretty bad. The more I think about it, the more crooked it feels. But like I said, it's Sunday. We'll see what the orthodontist has to say and go from there. We still have 2 more months of braces, so I guarantee it's gonna be fixed in time, so I'm not even really like worried or anything. I'm just like, oh my God, it shifted. Why do I keep choosing these early morning, like really early morning ortho appointments? All right, I've made it. So today's appointment is gonna be addressing not only the chipped tooth, the shiftment in my bottom row of teeth, especially my canine on my right side, and then another one is actually payment, which I will go over with you guys later on in this video after the visit, because I'm hoping I don't spend more money that I don't have to.
So we did get an update. We fixed the chipped tooth. I'm gonna show all this when I get home, or I can just do it now actually and stop being a lazy bum. New color, we got teal. Rubber bands no longer have to be worn throughout the entire day. It's only at night now, so like a full 8 hours. I got my spacers, my blue spacers in the back. They are now off, which is huge. My bite doesn't feel like super different. They told me it would, but it doesn't feel super different. I'm gonna show you guys all this in a second, but last thing is, they did realize the shifts in my mandibular jaw. They put a special wire called a TMA, and essentially it's a really expensive wire that most orthodontists don't like to use, but my orthodontist is freaking amazing, so shout out to him. Now for clarification, this is actually what a TMA wire is. It surprised me, and this is something that most orthodontists don't use just because it's such an expensive wire to purchase. And it basically like corrects the teeth into really fine details, so hopefully we'll be there. And then the biggest surprise of them all, I get my braces off in December. I'm super happy actually. So as you can see, chip is gone again, and then the wire you're not gonna actually see because it's under a power band again, but you can see that this is how they made it. Power band from first molar. I'm not gonna get specific details with what teeth they are, but then you have the regular bands there. And now you see, I don't have the spacers anymore, but then the rest is like the same pretty much. I mean, the top is the same. They just put another power band on there. Although this is a different wire, your braces are not gonna look any different from what they did with just a regular wire.
So one thing I cannot express enough is the fact that this orthodontist actually wants the perfection of a smile. Not just a nice smile or like a great smile. He wants a perfection of a smile, which means that like they don't want to take anything off until you're absolutely happy with the smile. And then once the correction happens and hopefully the TMA wire actually does its job, it'll be nice. And I can't wait to see what happens with that.
With this wire, I was told it was gonna take at least a couple weeks for the tiny shift to be corrected, but turns out it only took a couple hours. But unfortunately, there's gonna be a lot of pain when something gets corrected that fast.
I kid you not, it's only been a couple hours since the orthodontist appointment, and my teeth hurt bad, like they're shifting. And I can already say that safely, crazy to think, only after a couple hours instead of a month or two. They're aligned again. Well, they're pretty much aligned. Like, check this out.
Now, they may look good, but I can tell you, it was excruciating pain.
Is that not insane? Like, the mesial part of the tooth, which is the middle of the tooth, so like a tooth touching another tooth is the mesial part. That used to be facing the lingual side, or your tongue. Like, they're almost aligned. I mean, they hurt, but they're almost aligned. And this teal color? Yeah. Hell yeah. God, see? This is why I'm telling you guys, don't be afraid to ask questions, solve simple problems, because they could be incredibly drastic. Now, I do want to also mention that I think I had said that them taking out these little like expanders or like the spacers in my teeth and the molars, I'm really not facing any issues at all. Eating? No. Talking? No. We're not even really like done with braces. We still got a month and a half to go. And 2 months actually, because it's just October. I keep thinking it's November for some reason. Beginning of October. So we have 2 months, 2.5 months maybe to go. Smile has been the best it's ever been. TMJ, I mean, it's pretty much gone. I'll put a clip in here. I think there's still some clicking and clacking, but it's not to the point where it hurts. But that's when I move my jaw side to side. That never happens. Like, you don't, come on guys, you don't do that on a daily basis, you do this. Like, I know I'm not done yet, but think about this. Within 5 months, I'm on month 5, they have re-straightened my teeth, created a new smile for me, have made my teeth look better than they ever have in my life, fixed TMJ, all within 5 months. I had braces for 2 years the first time, and they didn't fix half the crap. So you can tell when you research your options, again, going back to the last video of me saying like 10 things about the braces thing, when you discover your options of who to go with, it really makes a difference. I'll be honest with you. I think I said this before too. Another orthodontist, they would have had me in for 2.5 years. Can you believe that? Yes, it may have been expensive. $4,500 for 5 months of orthodontic work. Very expensive. Matter of fact, the actual true cost of it was $6,500. And matter of fact, this is probably where I should have told you guys the prices, because this is where we're gonna go into that. It's time to talk about the financial statement as to what I was telling you guys or foreshadowing in the car. Now I'm gonna put on the screen here, a lot of it's gonna be blurred out because it does have private information on it. This is a comprehensive treatment type, which I'm not really sure what that's supposed to require. The original treatment fee for 7 months of orthodontic work was $6,225. Applicable discounts was $1,900. So that's the insurance. There's no insurance covering this. I'm paying fully out of pocket. Guarantor fee after adjustment is $4,325. Amount from insurance, like I was saying, is $0. The applicable discounts is literally, they felt bad for me. And I think I've told you guys this back when I first started making this series. Initial payment is the $1,500, so that's like the deposit that you have to put down. And then you guys can see, like, from May 15th all the way until it looks like January 15th, I'm paying $325, and then it goes to $225 a month. So like I said, figure out multiple options, discover which orthodontist has the best plan, go with it. The longer braces doesn't always mean the better. So keep that in mind, keep the price in mind, keep, well, if you're in orthodontics and you're an adult, more than likely your insurance is gonna pay for it. They just don't do any cosmetic work. Now, if it's super like medically urgent, insurance might cover a little bit, but other than that, they won't cover anything. So keep that in mind. Always get multiple options and really become friends with the orthodontist, because I promise you, they're gonna love you afterwards. There's a lot of things to consider, but this, I think, genuinely is the most improved video I think that's ever gonna happen, because reality is, if I make another video about this, you guys already see my teeth look pretty much straight again, and rubber bands are only for 8 hours a day, and that's at night. So like I said, if you're new to this video, if you're watching for the first time, if you're watching this channel for the first time, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. The braces series is almost over, and we're gonna go into other things besides this. We're now a lifestyle channel for some reason, but I'll screw with it. Love you guys, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.